Hi, I'm Stephen Leverance. I'm here at the Agora Art Fair 2021. We had a little bit of weather early in the day, but it cleared up, and we're having an amazing day at the art fair. We've had record-breaking crowd. We have artists. We're still quite busy, even, and only about an hour left of the art fair, really. But we have 100 artists. We have live music on 2 stages. We have food carts. We have the Chamber of Commerce has a wonderful beer and wine tent. And then we have the Optimist selling soda. So it's really a community effort here. We have a number of charities that we're helping out, local charities, including the Chamber of Commerce, the Fitchburg Optimist, the Fitchburg Lions Club. And really, we're just thrilled that we've had such a great day. The weather cooperated and then some. And so, we're welcoming about 12 to 15,000 guests today. For the first time ever, we ran out of programs by noon. So we usually don't run out of programs. So that is a little testament to the maybe pent-up demand that is here in Fitchburg today. And we just couldn't be happier to be welcoming all these people to our community and helping these artists who have been waiting to interact with all these people. So this is our 13th annual event. Way back in the beginning, we had about 50 artists, which I thought was pretty good. Now we're up to 100. We had, I think, 2 food options. We had 1 golf cart. We had basically everything is doubled and then some. So the crowd grows a little bit every year. And I think that this has become probably one of the premier art festivals in the state, and certainly one of the biggest events in Fitchburg. So applications are available in February, usually by February, and it's a juried process. So there's a group of artists and art aficionados, I guess, that we call them. There's probably a group of 5 people, and all the applications come in. We get between 150 and 200 applications, and we have to whittle it down to 100 because we can only really host 100 in the space. So we have to pick the best of the best, and it's a juried process, so it's very fair. It's not one person making all the decisions. It's a group that makes the decision, and I would say that we have probably about a 60% return rate and about a 40% new rate. So if you come one year, the next year you might see you're going to see some of your favorites, but you're also going to see some completely new artists. We kind of did something special this year. We've always had kites flying over the Agora, and this year we ramped it up a little bit. So we brought some extra kiters in. We had perfect wind conditions today. There's some kites flying up behind me. But a number of kites have been flying in the air, but we also had a whole exhibit in the Agora Pavilion of stationary kites. So you could really get a look at the artistry that goes into making those kites, because it's art and science together in that particular thing, because it's the design. There's the design that's appealing, but there's also science behind it and how to get it up in the air and get it to do what they want to do it. So there's been a number of local. So we have 2 local kiters here in Fitchburg, Ray Bloom and Paul Fiber, and they did an amazing job in creating the exhibit today. And they're people that are right here in your community. They have workshops in their basement. There's a story on the Wisconsin State Journal just earlier this week about their process and how they go about making these kites. So it's something right in your own backyard that maybe you didn't know about, but that is pretty exceptional and pretty cool. So I think separation on this art fair is one thing. It's pretty doable. It's a block long. It's crammed with stuff to do, but it's only a block long. And within that block, you have a number of artists. You have a variety of mediums. You have live music on 2 stages. You have all these other things that I've talked about, mentioned earlier. But one of the other things that really sets it apart is the setting. The setting is very garden-esque, and we have like a beautiful architecture of the Agora as the backdrop. So really, the public spaces that are around this particular part of the community it lends itself perfectly to hosting an art fair and a festival like this. My favorite part is just bringing the community together, but my second favorite part maybe is just the fact that you give this opportunity to the artists where they can show off what is their passion, why they do art, and they can interact directly with the consumer to tell them about why they do what they do. And I think it just overall leads to a greater appreciation of art and a greater appreciation of each other. So, it's that interaction that is probably my favorite thing of seeing the community come together in this way and, really support the arts, support the local charities, support each other, especially in times like this. I think you can't take that for granted anymore. So it's me and an artistic coordinator named Nikki Russo, and then we have a volunteer coordinator, Megan, and then we have about 100 other volunteers. So it doesn't just happen, and there's a lot of thought and care that goes behind the scenes, and sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't, but for the most part, we're in our 13th year, so we're doing well. We could always do better, and we always try to do better, so keep coming back, and we'll keep doing better and making it more interesting for you to visit. If people want to find more out about the art fair, they can go to agoraartfair.com. That's our website. And we also have a Facebook and an Instagram page. So you can follow us on there. We usually create an event on the Facebook page. So you can check in on that. And then you get all the updates about any changes that may be happening or things that you want to, videos and just anything you might want to know right before you come.